How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Gordon Freeman here. So I never thought that I'd be making an update to the whole Saythe situation this soon, but, well, here we are. And we're going to be talking about Saythe again. Or Saythe, because, well, considering some of the things that I'm going to be including within this update, I genuinely do not give a shit if I mispronounce this fucker's name. But, before I get into the update, there's a few things I completely forgot about within my initial video, and I feel like I should probably go over some of those first before I go into what has happened since I've uploaded my initial coverage of this situation, because I feel like I should probably, at least mention some of the shit that I feel like should have been in the initial coverage, but completely forgot about for one reason or another. It was either A, the information was there, and I just completely glossed over it, or B, it just wasn't, public information at the time. I just genuinely don't really know. Just blame me entirely. Mock me relentlessly in the comments for forgetting, 2 or 3 very important things, and we'll just call it a day. So anyways, first most interesting thing, and this is something that was brought to my attention by, well, the man, the myth, the meme himself, fucking Road Breach of all people. I'm not joking with you. I will show the goddamn screenshot to prove my ass here. And Road Breach himself ended up bringing this information to my attention here, and that was the fact that apparently there was some sort of information or quote-unquote evidence of Road Breach apparently flirting with someone on Discord, and the interesting thing about it is that Road Breach immediately, stopped and, cut it all off the moment that, the individual, said that they were underage. At least he knows his boundaries, and at least, he understands to cut it off when the information is out there. And apparently, Road Breach did some investigative work, and apparently the description of it said something along the lines of Saythe sucks and Road Breach is base, so it's very likely that it was some sort of a bait account that was created by one of Saythe or one of Saythe Homunculus's friends. You never really know at this point. Next things next, and this is something that I actually just genuinely didn't even know about. This was something that I only assumed initially, mainly due to a comment that was one of Saythe Homunculus's community posts. And, I did in fact mention within a community post of my own, as well as a Twitter post of my own, there was an interesting comment that was left behind by Saythe himself. Now, of course, if you've seen Krillix's video, which thankfully is in fact back up, and we will be getting into that within the update portion here, don't worry. But, if you've seen Krillix's video, and especially within the thumbnail, you can see Saythe Homunculus Esquire's face within it, and you will know, just if you've seen that thumbnail, that Saythe Homunculus Esquire is fucking whiter than me, and he was tossing around the N-word as if it was fucking candy. Now, of course, it wasn't the absolute hard R version of it, but it still is a little bit questionable as to why you would really use any variation of it, especially if you can somehow manage to make mayonnaise look like it came from fucking Compton. I initially thought that it was just Saythe Homunculus Esquire just not understanding boundaries whatsoever, but no, apparently Saythe Homunculus Esquire III is just genuinely fucking racist, mainly towards Indian people, at least according to this screenshot, where he tries to make the claim that all Indian people drink cow piss or something, which is, yeah, if I have to explain to you why that is racist as fuck, get the fuck off my channel, I'm sorry. And then finally, and this is something that I just genuinely do not have the heart to show, but I will leave a link to Batakanta's coverage of this situation down in the description, because he actually shows this information, so if you do in fact want to see the solid evidence of this shit, go ahead and watch his video. But apparently, Saythe Homunculus Esquire III, as well as his friends, genuinely think that it's a hee-hee-hoo-hoo-ha-ha genuinely funny troll to post animal abuse on Discord, within their group chats and within their own Discords and whatnot. If I have to explain to you why that is disgusting as fuck and not a funny troll, once again, the door is down the hall and to the left. Do not let the flamethrower hit you on the way out. But now, that is basically it for what I missed within my initial coverage, and now we get into the update portion. Here we go into the update portion. The main thing that originally I only wanted to turn into a short, but so much shit happened over the course of only 2 fucking days that it ended up extending the length of this goddamn video. I'm not even joking about this shit. Pretty much shortly after I had uploaded my initial coverage of the Saythe Homunculus Esquire III situation, apparently Krillix's fucking video ended up getting struck down, and of course, well, Saythe, being the idiot that he was celebrating it on his channel and whatnot. But pretty much after that ended up happening, Sir Saythe Homunculus Esquire III decided to go out of his way to add on to the pile of doxes that he had by doxing fucking Krillix's name. And of course, that post doxing Krillix's name ended up getting taken down, but Sir Saythe Homunculus Possifwith Esquire III ended up doubling down on this by making a community poll featuring not only Roadbreach's name and face as well as general location, but also Krillix's name and general location, but for some reason was represented by an image of Brother Nier's avatar? Yeah, if you're wondering why the fuck I'm confused, that's why, because I already mentioned before that it was apparently Krillix's name, but it was using an image of Brother Nier. But thankfully, like I had mentioned before, Krillix's video was in fact reinstated. Now, of course, while you could in fact make the argument of, well, I mean, Saythe probably had a point in taking it down, considering that it had his, his actual face within the thumbnail, and that must have been a privacy violation, right? Nope. And this is where we get into some really funny shit right here. Because guess what? Sir Saythe Homunculus Passivewave Wasteland Smegmo Esquire III actually posted his face publicly on his publicly linked Twitter account, which, when I went to actually check and see if his Twitter account even still existed, I clicked on the link on his channel, and it's gone. It just leads me right back to home screen of Twitter. So either A, Saythe went out of his way to private it or something along those lines. B, he fucked up the linking process of actually showing off his Twitter account on his fucking channel. Or C, he nuked his Twitter account after he found out that that's how people were getting his face. If it is the third or first thing, that is the funniest shit ever. And then, within the same day, I actually ended up finding out about the Twitter shit, like, shortly before I went to work yesterday. But the day before, there was another community post that was uploaded by Saythe, in which he was calling someone else out for, I'm assuming, making accusations that there were certain accounts that were alts of Saythe. Saythe ended up linking a video within that community post. And if you were to click on that video link, it leads you essentially to a 404 error from YouTube, basically stating that the video was taken down due to violations of community guidelines. Now, I have no idea if this was a video uploaded by Saythe himself, or if it was a video that was made by one of his insane cronies. I genuinely do not know, but the fact that it was taken down due to violations of community guidelines is genuinely hilarious, and it leads me to believe that it was probably uploaded by Saythe himself, meaning that that is an actual first, community guidelines violation that is on his channel. But that isn't the first one that he ended up getting, because this is where we get into even funnier shit. Because, guess what? His initial video covering Road Breach and making the false allegations against him was also taken down as of fucking yesterday. And do you want to know something that's even funnier about it? I know the one who fucking reported it, and they themselves ended up DMing me, of all people, letting me know that they reported it as a joke, not thinking anything would happen. And they ended up getting the email basically confirming, hey, by the way, the video that you reported got taken down, here you go. Now, of course, as per their request, I am in fact keeping them anonymous. They themselves have asked me to keep their name anonymous, but I do believe that even if they didn't tell me to keep them anonymous, I would still keep them anonymous, just so that way I could keep them out of the line of fire from getting attacked by Saythe or any of his friends, because, let's be fair here, there's already enough people that are getting affected by this idiot, and I really do not want to add another one to the pile, so I will instead essentially be the meat shield for this human being right here. But after that video got taken down, another full-on resonance cascade of shit ended up happening. Pretty much after that video ended up getting taken down, it caused, Saythe himself to make a public announcement on his Discord channel, basically stating that he was going to be taking a break due to quote-unquote mental health reasons. which, let's just be fair here, considering the fact that he probably doesn't actually give a shit about other people's mental health, considering the fact that he quite literally stated that he hates autistic people. I highly doubt this, and I guarantee you he's probably going to be back within, like, either the next week or maybe the next month. Who really fucking knows? I wouldn't be surprised. People like this always end up coming back and hope that no one will notice. But it's very likely that there's, like, a good, few reasons as to what essentially caused Saythe to kind of now step back and, quote-unquote, take a break. It's either A, because of the constant coverage of its bad faith actions, B, the fact that his false flagging of videos is now starting to fail him, because now some of those videos are getting reinstated, C, because some random-ass person caused his initial road breach video to get taken down, or D, maybe a combination of all the above. Who really fucking knows what ultimately caused him to finally, announce that he's going to be taking a break. But there is, in fact, one thing for certain, and this is something that is definitely a constant with terrible people like this. He is going to come back. And trust me, I will be watching, and I will be waiting. And if he does in fact come back, and shows that he has not learned from any of this, well then, as a wise man once said, there'll be time for me to don the Reaper's robe and scythe, and cover his ass once again. But anyways, guys, that pretty much does it for this update video on Saythe. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. That's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. At least my Twitter account is still up, no matter, like, how much crazy shit I post onto there. But, yeah. Anyways, guys, this has been Sanity. Have yourselves a nice day. Oh, and also, before I end off this video, thank you, Road Breach, for that amazing subscription. I genuinely feel honored. All memes and jokes aside, the fact that I ended up seeing in the notifications that you decided to subscribe to me, that actually makes me feel good. Honestly. Thank you.